MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Blazers and the White Sox. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Troy Jamieson, the British hurler, will be the man to start in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Into the box now, Leon Richardson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Roll. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
3-0 now. And now pitch on the way. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it, but to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Now to the plate, Mad Dog Jackson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has a look, now the pitch. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Slow roller down the third baseline. Scooped up. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Coming to the plate now, Nori Dizzy, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0. The count now at 2-1. From the belt, the pitch, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Now at the plate, Colt Snow, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1-1.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Jackson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Alejandro Rosas.
Stepping into the box, Alejandro Rosas. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Ready with the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Rosas has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
And another foul ball. Richardson on second. Dizzy on at first with 2 down. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
The 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together, or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Digging in, Francisco Barreto. First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Popped him up. Robles moving to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Ron Durango is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Stepping in, Adam Wilburn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Adam.
Now the pitch.
Wilburn.
Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. Been a fairly decent start to the year, 3-2 in their first 5.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Line drive to center field. Richardson is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the third baseman, Stewart. 3.
Now batting, Stuart Creeds. First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Dizzy will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the second baseman, number 13.
Ready now, number 13. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now the pitch.
Ball 1. Hey!
2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Second inning set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Howard Urban. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Junior Rodriguez.
At the plate, Junior Rodriguez. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope.
The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Ron Durango.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Ron Durango. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Harvey is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Raleigh Toth.
Raleigh Toth.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good downward action there, and it's 0-1.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Diamond, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Durango has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. A strike, and it's 2-1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dizzy is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Micah Jackson.
Now at the plate, Micah Jackson. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. grounder down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Hit to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Top of the third set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Leon Richardson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike two. Here's the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Just hung in there on that one. Now the pitch.
That's Bolton.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Jackson.
At the plate, Mad Dog Jackson. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
In now, Nori Dizzy. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2. Third inning, no score to this point. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We played 2.5, no score on MLB Network. Settling in now, Sergio Robles. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. Swing and a ground ball to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Batting it, the left fielder, David Harvey.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, David Harvey. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A 1 pitch on its way. Fouled off. Harvey swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Richardson comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Troy Jamison.
So here now's the pitcher, Troy Jamison. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now he could have...
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Riding in once again, Colt Snow. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Alejandro Rosas. Hit high and deep out to left field. And they take the lead. It's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
At the plate now, Francisco Barreto, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now batting.
So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. So now to the plate, Howard Urban. Unable to find the zone with the slider. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's lifted the other way out to left. Harvey comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Junior Rodriguez.
Digging in to try it again, Junior Rodriguez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
One out and a runner on second base. And he takes a called strike 2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A bouncer to the left side, and that's through. A base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
The pitcher, number 15, Ron Durango.
Standing in now, Ron Durango, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. The 1-0 home. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll drop into no man's land out there for a base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion. Ready for another shot now. Leon Richardson, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from him on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Richardson, just 24 years of age. He's in his third season as a major league player. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Oh, look at that stop. The second for one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the one there.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mad Dog.
Into the box now, Mad Dog Jackson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Three runs already home here. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Dero, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
To the plate now, Nori dizzy. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder looking up, still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run here in the early going as this lead swells to 7-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Colby Cooper answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Stepping in now, Colt Snow, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Cooper, originally from the state of Connecticut. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. And that one got a piece of him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Ready to take his hacks again, Alejandro Rosas, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Here comes the first pitch. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Harvey is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Blazers are out in front 7-0. Standing in, Stuart Creeds. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
The 1-0. Hit high and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. At the plate, number 13. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Two and 1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Three-two pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now at the plate, Raleigh Toth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Runner at first here, one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Runners on first with one down. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We played 4 full. Portland is on top here, 7-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Francisco Barreto. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First pitch of the at-bat. Howard Urban comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Bases are empty, one man out. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter number 7, second base, Junior Rodriguez.
Digging in and looking for more, Junior Rodriguez. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Now at the plate, Lorenzo Diamond. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The first baseman, Lorenzo Diamond.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
The 0-1 on its way.
Ball in.
And there's ball 2 now.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
Fouled off. The 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. To first, reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Micah Jackson.
Stepping in, Micah Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
2-1.
High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Into the box now, Sergio Robles, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Pause, now the pitch.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, 2 strikes in the wheelhouse. You cannot miss that pitch.
Again, a 1-2. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, David Harvey, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Two out with the man at first. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Ron Durango getting the hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch coming, here it is. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Leon Richardson. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
0-1, here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, I can't imagine that's a pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
So striding in, Mad Dog Jackson. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Stepping into the box, Nori Dizzy.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Colt Snow, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch.
1-1.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Timmy Fitzgerald is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Pulled toward right center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adam Wilburn.
In now, Adam Wilburn. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Now the 2-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Stuart Freeds. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And now a pitch on the way.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Brandon Perkins enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Alejandro Rosas. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jackson is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Barreto.
Digging in, Francisco Barreto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. One out, nobody on. And he takes strike two.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Howard Urban. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning.
With a traditional 7th inning stretch.
Into the box, number 13. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's dead center for strike one.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
To short. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Raleigh Toth.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Raleigh Toth. First delivery to him on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 33. Lorenzo Diamond.
Digging in, Lorenzo Diamond. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Two out, nobody on. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. So stepping in, Junior Rodriguez.
The second baseman, Junior Rodriguez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one.
Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Now the 1-0.
Hey!
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Richard Richardson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, and he is in there with a one-out triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Leon Richardson is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And they were simply not going to give him anything there with the base open. It's a 4-pitch walk.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Ready for another chance? Mad Dog Jackson. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 501 for his career, as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Archie Pierce comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Nori Dizzy. As he'll take a look at ball one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2 balls and a strike to count. Still only 1 out in the inning. Line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Colt Snow.
Digging in once again, Colt Snow. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Here it comes. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Portland is out in front here, 10-0. Leonel Diaz goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leonel Diaz.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Micah Jackson.
Micah Jackson.
First offering on its way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. 0-2, here it comes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
To the plate now, Sergio Robles. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strike.
fouled away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, David Harvey, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And there's the first strike. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And 1 the count. From the stretch.
Ball. Damn.
A runner on first with 2 away. Drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. Lamar Coates enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Leading off for the Blazers.
Into the box now, Alejandro Rosas. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Coates has pitched north of 700 innings in the majors. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball, or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Francisco Barreto, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Power.
Ready once again, Howard Urban. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 0-1 on its way. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in now, Adam Wilburn. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Stuart Treats waits on deck. Ready with the payoff pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Striding in, Stuart Treats. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And that's in there for strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box, number 13. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. Ready with the 1-0.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. This pitch is popped up. Jackson camps under it, and he's got it for out number 2.
Now batter, the right fielder, Raleigh Toth.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Raleigh Toth. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
2 balls and a strike now. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it, as the Blazers have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Blazers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Ron Durango gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Troy Jamison allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 10 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the home team, no runs, 4 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 15 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.